Okay, welcome to video number 2, and with no further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and start sending traffic to our capture page. All right. In this video, I'm going to go over a platform by the name of Bing Ads, which is basically a way where we can start buying traffic in a pay-per-click format. You may have heard many people say PPC or pay-per-click traffic. Probably with a Google AdWords. So we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to use Yahoo and Bing. So let me just give you an idea of what it looks like. And right now, I'm pretty much over on Remy House, huh? Okay. I'm on Google. So it's going to be the same concept, except we'll be doing this with Yahoo and Bing. But I do want to start off by showing you some Google ads. Right here where you see the yellow ad box, these are ads. Every time someone clicks any one of these websites, it's going to cost the marketer, the person that's advertising these websites, a certain amount per click. All right. Typically, I like to spend no more than $1 per click. In some markets, I have to spend upwards of $2 per click. However, usually my profit margin is going to be much higher than I'm going to have a high profit margin. All right, so sometimes you can afford to spend $2 per click if your site converts well, and let's say you're making about $50 every time you get a sale or a lead, pretty much a conversion. All right, so in those instances, a lot of times it's going to make sense. However, I do try to stay under $1. All right, for this particular campaign, I'm going to set my bids at 30 cents, as you'll see here shortly. Now, Google AdWords is a lot more expensive per click in comparison to a Bing and a Yahoo and even a Facebook. All right, when you're buying traffic. So again, in these right here where you see ads, these are more ads where people are paying. So anytime you see an ad, that's going to be a pay-per-click ad. Anytime you see these right here, usually right in the middle, starting it right here, these are organic listings, which is SEO, search engine optimization. So these websites, if I click this 100 times, it won't cost them anything. However, it costs money to get here. You have to do good marketing if you want to rank on the first page of Google. But that's not, this video is mainly about going out and doing buying PPC traffic. All right, so let me go ahead and go over to Bing, and then we'll look at Yahoo. Or actually, no need to really look at Yahoo. We can just look at me. So I'm just going to type in Remy here. All right. And just as Google, these are usually the first 3 are going to be the pay-per-click ads right here. Anything under is SEO, search engine optimization. All right. And these are like product ads, which we're not going to set up, but it might not be a bad idea to set that up. House of Beautiful Hair. And as you see here go my site, my team site right here. But we were also to rank number 2 on Bing, so we're getting some free traffic as well. And I just actually discovered that not too long ago. I was like, oh wow, nice. So right here as well. All right, if we go weight loss, going to be the same thing, except we're going to see a little more ads. Well, not really. What's a good one? Let's see. Internet marketing. All right. Typically, you'll usually see about 10, maybe about 8 different ads on the first page, not including the ones at the top. But I know you get the drift. So basically, every time somebody click any of these ads, it will cost us. Now, what I want to do in the case of this House of Beautiful Hair campaign, I want to spend about 30 cents on average. That's going to be my maximum bid, as you'll see here shortly. And thankfully, we were able to actually get decent rankings. Sometimes if you spend about 20 cents or set your bid for like 30 cents or 50 cents, your ad might not make it to the first page because you have people that's pretty much bidding, their bids are higher. All right, so they're going to rank higher than you because they're willing to spend more per click. All right, there are other things that you can do to outrank some of the other advertisers without increasing your bid, higher than their bids. All right, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details about that, but I am going to recommend a particular ebook at the end of this video that I leverage, and I mainly use it for Google AdWords to get cheaper clicks. All right, without and as well as rank on that first page without having to pretty much set my bid at $3, because you'll find some people that's pretty much advertising similar service to you, that, I mean, their bid is just astronomical. I mean, you got some people paying like $100 per click, mainly like lawyers and like DUI lawyers and things of that nature, because obviously they can make a profit if they win the case, thousands of dollars. So they'll do the $100 per click. That's not the game I play. So I've found other ways to kind of get around stuff like that. All right, so my plan in this video, I'm first going to show you how you would set up a campaign, and then I'm going to give you an inside look at my campaign. All right, but before I do that, I want to go ahead and pause my campaigns just for a second. All right, and by the way, to sign up to Bing Ads, you can do a Google or Bing or Yahoo search. Just type in Bing Ads, or you can go to your browser and type in bingads.microsoft.com. All right, once you do that, just create yourself a free account, and let me just pause these campaigns. So create yourself a free account, and once you do that, you'll be able to log in to your account, and you want to associate a payment method. You can either use PayPal or you can use your debit card. However, they don't take prepaid cards. If you attach a prepaid card and then when it's time for them to charge you, it's not going to process. All right, that just happened to me, and my account went on hold, and you just don't want that to happen for a number of reasons. Mainly, when you first sign up to Bing, they're going to, basically ask you if you want to prepay or postpay. Prepay is when you fund your account from day one. Let's say you start off with $100. All right. Once you spend that $100, you'll have to fund it with however much you want to fund it again. $100, $200, $500, $1,000, so on and so forth. If you go postpaid, they're going to give you the money up front, so it's going to be a credit. All right. Now, this is what I use. You can use whichever one works best for you, whichever one you're most comfortable with. I tend to go postpay. Okay. So what's going to happen is when you associate your PayPal account or your debit card, they're going to give you about $50 in credit. All right, once you spend $50, that's when they'll charge you. All right, so when you spend $50 3 times, they're going to increase your limit to $100. It's almost like a credit card. All right, so you pay your bill 3 times, they'll increase it to $100. Once you pay 103 times, they'll increase it to, I think, $250 or $500, something along those lines. When you spend that 3 times, they'll take it up to $1,000, and it's going to keep happening that way until you reach $2,500, right? I think that's the maximum, or it might be $3,000. But anyway, either way, guys, that's going to be a luxury, because you'll get to essentially advertise, make a profit, all right, and then when you get a paycheck, sometimes it might work out this way. You get a pay in a perfect world, I should say. We want it to work out this way. You get your paycheck, then you pay your bill, all right. So that's kind of why I tend to go post pay. Now, what's going to happen is if you associate, let's say, like a prepaid card, they're going to charge your card, and if it don't go through, this just happened to me, as you see on the 12th of actually, well, not too long ago. When you associate your card, if they try to charge it, let's say you built your account up to 1,000 in credit, all right. If they try to charge your card and it don't go through, they're going to push you back to like the $500 limit. Then if it happened again, they'll push you back to the 100 limit. So you kind of want to avoid that if you can. And this was a new account for me, and I didn't know I couldn't attach my Chase Liquid, because I didn't even know that was a prepaid card. So all right, so let's go ahead and hop right into it, because I do want to try to keep this video under 30 minutes. I'm going to try my best to. Okay, where are we at? Let's see, network marketing. All right. So again, I'm going to show you how to set up a campaign first, and then I'm going to give you an inside look at my campaign, in which I'll give you more details on what you want to do, like after like 3 days, you run this campaign, all right? Because you want to optimize it, and ultimately you want to make sure your campaign is you want to build a design a successful campaign, all right? In some cases you might set up a campaign, start sending traffic, and you might find that it's just not converting, you're just not getting any leads. If you spend about $20 and you don't get any leads, chances are, actually, if you spend $10 and you don't get any leads, depending on how much you're paying per click, you might want to make some changes to your campaign. That could be changing your website, the text, changing the video, making a better offer in terms of what you're doing to get people to opt in. And I covered a lot of these type of things in the first video. You know, so you just want to keep making adjustments so you can have a successful campaign. All right, so let's see campaigns. So once you create your free account, you attach your payment method. You want to just click campaigns, or you might actually, I think when you first sign up, they might have you create a campaign on spot. I can't remember, but if you do, you know, just set up something, you know, the way I'm getting ready to do this now. All right. Otherwise, if because I can't remember if they make you create a campaign first. I think they do, but if they don't, you know, just click campaigns. You're going to see create campaign right here. All right. Now make sure you go search and content campaign. All right. You're going to see search and content campaign as well as product ad campaign. I haven't done anything with product campaigns yet, but I'm assuming that a product campaign would look like this right here, where it's a picture, text, you know, things of that nature. I think, and let me find something else. Let's see, Galaxy S5. I think you could find some ads with, yeah, here we go, like ratings, and sometimes you can even find reviews, even though I don't see any of them coming up. But I think these are product ads. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go search and content. All right, so click search and content. Once you do that, just name your campaign. You know, your visitors won't see this. You'll be the only person that see this, so you can just name this something that's going to help you know what campaign it is. House of Beautiful Hair, and I'll put training right here because this is for training purposes. All right, Eastern Time, US and Canada, self-explanatory. Right here, this is going to be your daily bid. You can also go monthly. I always go daily. You can set it as low as $5. That's what I suggest when you're first starting off. Once you get comfortable, you can go 25 a day, whatever, you know, makes sense for your budget. All right. Now right here, standard and accelerated. Standard is when they'll show your ad periodically throughout the day. All right. Accelerated is when they'll show it 24/7. So you could run through your budget in 2 hours if you go accelerated. Standard, they'll like try to spread it out evenly throughout the day. All right, I always go accelerated because a lot of times I don't spend all my budget in one day anyhow, so I want them to send me as much traffic as they possibly can. Okay, let's see. What locations do you want to exclude? Now right here, if you have a global opportunity, or if you just provide a product or service all across the world, just go all countries and regions. If you're only in the US and Canada, United States only, go United States. Now if you, let's say, provide services in 3 countries, maybe you're in the US, Canada, and maybe Brazil, all right, you would just click select cities, metro, what I just basically click. Once it get done loading, we're going to be able to manually enter each country that we want to do business in, where we want our ads to show up. All right. So right here, you know, you would just add United States. It's going to say exclude or include. You want to click include. All right. Mexico, include. So include Mexico. Or I mean Brazil, all right, or wherever you advertise. Now, say if you just want to advertise in 3 particular states, you would do the same thing. Let's say it's New York, Michigan, and let's say Ohio, all right. So just type them in here, click include. Let me show you what it would look like. I know my computer is the speed isn't the fastest at the moment, so oops. So I'm trying to keep some things limited. All right, Michigan, as you see, it's a lag here. Okay, so let's click search. I think it's my internet connection. Plus, this Camtasia is a resource hog. That's what I'm using to record this video, by the way. All right, so you would click include. All right, bam. Okay. And you would do that for all of the states that you advertise in. Now, if you let's say you advertise in the majority of the U.S., but there's 3 states you don't want, you don't do business in. All right, you would just click exclude. Okay, just type in that location, click exclude. The same thing with the countries. All right, maybe you advertise everywhere except for 3 different countries. Type them here, click exclude. Bam, you're good to go. All right, so I'm just keep this like this now. Right here, show ads. Oh, let me go up. Okay, show ads. Come on, there we go. Show ads to people in searching for or viewing pages about your targeted location. You want to click this advanced location options tab, and when you do that, it's going to drop down, and you're going to have another option: show ads to people in your targeted location. Make sure you select that. Last year, I got kicked off a network because I was getting fraudulent leads, and it wasn't my fault. I don't know, why it was happening that way, but I end up researching. I seen I wasn't the only person that was struggling with that challenge, and it was because of some of Bing ads partners, not Bing or Yahoo themselves, but they allow marketers or people that have websites to be a part of their network, and they'll our ads will show up on those individuals' websites. Now, what happened was, I guess, there's just probably a few bad apples in a bunch that were sending us some fake leads, fake information. I don't know why they would do that, but I'm going to assume that they had people, I guess, completing, clicking our website from the advertisement on their site, and they were entering fake information. And the companies I was marketing for, were basically saying you're sending us some bad leads, and I ended up getting kicked off one network. One of my clients, we couldn't figure out. We were getting about 4 bad leads a day, and we were averaging about 20 to 30 good leads a day at that time. And basically, make a long story short, what I had to do was show ads to people in your targeted location, and that helped us out big time. Now we may get a bad lead here and there, but not as many. So make sure you select this. Also, if you don't provide services in other countries, say you only provide services in maybe London or England, all right, there's really no reason for someone in the U.S. or let's say a Mexico or Canada or Africa or China to see your advertisement, because what people can do in other countries is they can they can use Bing.com, which is a U.S. search engine, although they may be in Australia, which is going to be, I think, like Bing.au. All right, so just make sure you do this right here. Okay, check that. Now, for ads, this is very important, guys, because remember I was just saying that sometimes if you don't set your bid high enough, your ad will show up on the second page or maybe even the third page, because there's other people that want to advertise and they're just willing to spend more than you are per click. Maybe you set your maximum bid cost per click, which you'll see what I mean by that here shortly, at 30 cents. All right, now they're setting their bid at $2, so just by default, and it's only right that they have more favoritism because they're willing to spend more. All right, now in some cases you can get around that even if you don't increase your bid to $2, just as the other marketers are, where their bid is. There's other things you can do, and one of them is making sure you have a high click-through rate. Now, a high click-through rate is, let's say, if 100 people see your ad, and let's say out that 100, 30 people click it. Now, let's say another marketer ad, 100 people see their ad, and let's say 10 people click it. Well, your click-through rate is going to be higher because, from a percentage standpoint, all right, just a higher percentage of people that see your ad tend to click it more than the other ads. All right, now when stuff like that happen, Bing, Google, and Yahoo, and any other PPC platform, I don't know about Facebook and Twitter, but I know Google, Yahoo, and Bing search engines, they'll tend to give you more favoritism, because in their eyes it's like, okay, you're helping out our users, your ad has to be relevant to what our users are looking for because you're getting more clicks. All right, now they'll reward us for that because they want to make sure they're providing their customers, which is people that use their search engines on a day-to-day basis, a good user experience. If they can continue to provide their users, their customers, a good user experience, then chances are their users will continue to use their search engine. All right, will continue to use Google, will continue to use Bing and Yahoo, and that's always going to be a good thing. Okay, that's how these companies make money, because they got people that a lot of folks use their search engines, and now they can sell ad space. Like what we're buying right now. Basically, if the visitors isn't there, then we wouldn't desire to buy ad space, because we need to get exposure, basically. All right, and that's just one aspect of it. It's like more to it than that, but you just want to have a good business and provide the most value you can. All right, so if we can help them do that, they'll reward us. And so going back to the ad, to accomplish that, you always want to make sure you're writing eye grabbing. Okay, or maybe I should have put attention grabbing, but you get the drift. Eye grabbing ad. All right, I'm just going to randomly put anything right here for the sake of time. As I said, I'm going to show you my can't do two things at one time today for some reason. House of Beautiful Hair. I'm going to show you my ad here shortly. All right, in which I'll go a little bit more into writing good ads and titles and stuff like that. All right, so now when you do this right here, display URL, always make sure you capitalize the first letter. All right, so in my case, House of Beautiful Hair Team, that's my website.com. Okay, so notice I got house, all caps, of beautiful, first letter in your in the word, capitalize it. Hairteam.com. All right, studies just shown you get a higher click-through rate when you do that, instead of having it in all lowercase or even all caps. All right. Also, display URL. All right, we can put a different URL in our destination URL field. All right, say you're using lead pages, or maybe you're even using optimized press, and you don't want to send people to your homepage, which my homepage is houseofbeautifulhairteam.com. Now, typically when you make like another page, all right, maybe you're testing 3 to 4 different pages, which you should be doing to make sure so you can find the best or the highest converting page. All right, which page is going to help you get the most leads. All right, if you send 100 visitors to page 1, let's say you get 10 leads. You send 100 visitors to page 2, you get 20 leads. You need to be going with page 2. All right, and you can just kind of manually eyeball everything, or analyze everything. Maybe you'll make 3 different pages with 3 different videos, send traffic to one for a week, see how many leads you get, and do the same for the other 2 pages. Excuse me. And you should be able to figure out which one is going to perform the best. They also have tools that you can use out there that will pretty much automate everything. Now, if you're using lead pages, by default, it's going to track your pages and let you know which one is performing the best. So you don't even have to add anything. It's just everything is automated. So that's going to be a luxury. All right. But back to my point. If you're when you do make like different pages, sometimes you'll have these super long URLs. All right, I'm just show you. Actually, since this computer is going super slow, I'm not going to even do that. But let me just go right here. Okay, so now this URL is like super long. So there we go. So look how long it is. There's no way you want this showing up on here. It's just they won't even allow us to, because it's not going to be enough space. But if they did, it just will look real tacky. So you want to put that right here in your destination URL. Even though it's not the same as this right here, don't worry about it. All right, because this is our home page, but this is going to this page, and that's perfectly fine. All right, so just a heads up. If you are sending traffic to your home page, then of course you want to put that down here. Okay. All right, now we're at our keyword selection. Now, whatever you're marketing, just think about different words and phrases that people would type in. Now, notice by default it was on find keywords of the destination websites for your ads, and then on top of that you're going to see find keywords on the website. I always click the first one, which is find keywords containing a word or phrase. All right, so just type that in, and we're going to be able to use their keyword research tool. All right, so the company I'm a part of, we market Remy hair, so that would be a good starting point for me. I'm just going to type in Remy hair, okay, and I'm going to click search, and the system is going to pull up a list of related keywords. You just want to check each one that's related to your market, whatever your product offering is. Okay, so fusion hair extensions, natural hair, excuse me, Remy wig, all of these are pretty good. All right, so I will just go down this list, check everything that I want my ad to show up for. So when people go to Bing and type in Remy hair brands, our ad could show up for that. Okay, or same for all of these keywords. All right, once you get your, oh wow, sorry, I forgot to uncheck content. Let me wait till this to get downloaded. All right, let me just click remove all. Okay, now real quick, you're going to, on the right hand side, you're going to see broad, phrase, exact, and content. Make sure you uncheck content. That's going to be the content network, which is where you can advertise on publisher websites. All right, so it's a little bit different than advertising on Yahoo, Bing, and their partners. Okay, so make sure you uncheck that. You can learn more about that by if you go up here. All right, you're going to see help. They click that, you'll be able to learn about all of their services. All right, everything that this platform offer. Plus, you can actually call their 800 number and speak live with the rep. They'll even help you set up your first campaign. I hugely encourage you to do that, just so you can be comfortable. All right, if you watch this video and you're not as comfortable, just give them a call. They'll help you out, help you get started. Oh, and I'm glad I brought this up. Ask them if they have a $25 credit or $50 credit that they can give to you. Sometimes they'll give us free advertising when we create a new account. So you might actually want to call them before you even sign up. All right, just Google Bing ads and contact number, and you should be able to find their info. So call them and just say, hey, I want to start advertising on your platform, and I want to know how can I get started, and if you have any coupon codes or free advertisement coupons available at the moment. All right, and sometimes it'll be $25 or $50, and you can use that. That's going to be free advertising. Okay, so now exact. That's basically when people type in, let's take Remy curly hair. Remy curly hair, the exact keyword. All right, we're saying we want our ads to show up when people type in this exact keyword. All right, now phrase, that could be something like Remy curly hair sale, or Remy curly hair best price. It's still using Remy curly hair, however it's a phrase. All right, any phrase that have Remy curly hair inside of it. All right, or attached to it. All right, now broad. A lot of marketers usually uncheck this because it's so broad, it's so wide. It can be anything with Remy curly hair. It can be best places to buy Remy curly hair in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, or Atlanta, Georgia beauty salons, Remy curly hair, plus a zip code or something. So sometimes somebody might type in I need to complain about Remy curly hair, or Remy curly hair YouTube video. So they might not necessarily be looking to buy Remy hair. This is why some people don't use it, but just experiment with it. I tend to get a lot of conversions from using broad match. All right, if it don't work, you can always delete the broad match keywords in your campaign. For now, I suggest and recommend that you select all three of these. All right, now once you do that, just click add. Oops, I gotta check these again. Okay, they were already at it. All right, and now real quick, if you really want to be creative about your market, all right, now our product is Remy hair. However, I can be creative by thinking about my demographic itself. In this case, the majority of folks that wear this hair is going to be African Americans, although there are other cultures that wear this hair, but with this particular company, it tends to give off that African American feel, mainly because there's a lot of African Americans a part of the company. So it would makes sense for me to not only target people that's typing in like Remy here, but figure out what type of magazines do African American women read, or just people that consume this here in general. So I could type in something like Ebony magazine or Jet magazine, or I can even get more creative and type in something like Tyler Perry, who have a African American following. Although other cultures do follow him, but our goal is to get in front of our target market. All right. If you sell boats, all right, or boating equipment, um, you want to figure out what type of people buy boats, what type of magazines do they read, where do they hang out, what type of celebrities are they following on Twitter, all right. Think of other brands that sell boating equipment, and you might want to test those keywords. Just type them in here. All right, so just a little something else you can do to be somewhat more creative. All right, than just going specifically after product names or brands and things like that. Okay. So once you do that, just go ahead and click save. And notice they give us our suggested bids by default. We're going to change this right here. We can change it like manually, but it would take forever. So I kind of know a faster way to do that, and I'll show you shortly. Okay. Search network bid, leave that is by default. I mean leave it as is, yeah, by default. Advanced targeting options, when to whom and on what devices do you want to show your ads. So days, if your business is open 5 days a week, just uncheck Sunday and Saturday. All right. If you do business 7 days a week, or if you just don't open up on Sundays, just pretty much whatever works for your business. Same thing with time, demographic. If you're not open, if you're open from 7 to 6, just pretty much whatever works for your business. Demographic, I'll leave that is by default. Devices, all right. If you know that your site is optimized for mobile, meaning people can have a good experience on it when they're using their mobile phones, smartphones or tablet devices, just leave these checked, as well as desktop. All right. Now, if your site isn't optimized for mobile, obviously you want to uncheck these, and to figure out if your site is optimized for mobile, just pull it up on your cell phone, or you can go over to a site. I'm not going to go over there. Well, okay. Go over to a site called OfferMobi. So that's OFFER Mobi, MOBI.com. All right. And once you get there, you're going to see a tab that says free tools. And I'm trying not to move faster than my computer, but it's like really going slow. I'm trying to get this video done in like 30 minutes, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do, but I'll just tell you. Once you go to just go to offermobi.com, you'll see free tools. Click that free tools tab, and it's going to, I think it may say something like mobile preview or something like that. Click it, and then you'll be led to a page where you can enter your URL. All right, put it in there. It's going to ask you what mobile devices do you want to use. Check whichever one: smartphone, Samsung, Galaxy, Nokia feature phone. All right, just check the box, click search, and it's going to show you in real time what your website look like on a mobile phone. All right. Now, if let's say your site is just optimized for mobile phones, just uncheck desktop. All right. Okay. So let's move on to the next. That's pretty much self-explanatory, but let's move on to the second step. Add distribution. All right. Make sure you uncheck content network, keep search, and leave everything as is. All right. I always tend to go all search networks, Bing and a Yahoo plus search and syndicated search partners. You're just going to get a lot more traffic, all right, than just going Bing and Yahoo search, which is pretty much only their search engine, Bing.com and Yahoo.com, all right, or whatever country you're advertising in. If it's Australia, Bing.au, or I think it's like a Yahoo.au, or something along those lines. So leave this as is. Schedule everything else is good to go. Add rotation, all right, exclusions. Okay, that's pretty much good to go. Click save. Okay, let's see. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see some. No, okay. All right. So once you do that, you'll be led back to your default page. Just click your campaign, and we need to adjust our keywords. We want to make sure all of our bids are set properly. Okay, meaning making sure we're not spending more than we want per click. All right, and this is going to be our maximum bid. Okay, so if we set this at 30 cents, that doesn't mean we're going to pay 30 cents per click. It's just it's letting the system know, or letting Bing know that, hey, this is the maximum amount that we're willing to spend. So that could average out to about 17 cents, maybe even 12 cents per click, even though you set it at 30 cents. Okay, now let's see, do I have two pages? First thing you want to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom. If you right now I have under 50 keywords, but say you have 200 keywords in here, make sure you set this at 200 just so everything can show up on the first page. Otherwise you'll have like 2 pages, 3 or 4 pages, depending on how many keywords you have. In any instant that you do have more than 200 keywords, you want to go to each page and do what we're going to do right now, just to make sure all of your bids are set correctly. Okay, so just select this little small box right here. All your keywords will highlight. That's on the first page. Click edit, scroll down to current bid, change current bid. All right, and when you do that, you'll be led to this screen that say edit bids for multiple keywords. All right, change bids for, it's going to say add group by default. Make sure you click keywords. All right, then bid. All right, hop in this box, type 0.30 or whatever you're going to spend starting off. And in some cases, when you set your campaign up, if your bid is too low, you might log into Netster the following day and you might see you don't have any traffic. Usually you want to increase your bid, because that means your bid isn't high enough. So take it up maybe 20 additional cents. Maybe you'll go 50 cents per click, and you know, or reach out to your ad rep and just say, hey, I set my campaign up but I'm not getting any traffic. They're probably going to, you know, encourage you to increase your bid, or they might make some have you make some other changes, or maybe it's something a step you forgot to do or something like that. Okay, so we just changed our bid again. If you have like 2 or 3 pages, which you'll see right here, it's going to say like maybe 1 out of 3. All right, and you'll see this drop down button as well. Just click that and go to page 2 and do the same thing, and then do the same thing with however many pages you have. All right, okay, so once you do that, and another thing you can do too is you can click current bid, and when you do that, it's going to bring up you know, sometimes it'll bring up like bids from the other pages, anything that's not 30 cents basically, and you can just pretty much go through that same step and just put them all at 30, then click it again, and if you see some more, do the same thing, and you can do that. It's probably going to be easier to just do the, you know, what I just showed you, to go down to the bottom and go to page 2. All right, so now we want to go over to our ad. So you'll click it. We basically just set up one ad. You want to make at least 3 different ads so you can see which one is going to perform the best. I usually try to start off with about 5 ads from day 1, and I'll let those ads test for about 2 weeks, and eventually I'm going to figure out which ad is performing the best, which one is sending us or sending me the most leads. Okay, so this is all set right here. I'm going to go over to my campaign now and give you an inside look at how my campaign is performing. Okay, so let me just delete this training campaign and we can hop right into my campaign. And I've been running it for about, I think, like 2 weeks now, maybe 2.5 weeks, and I think we got about maybe about 50 to 60 leads so far. So, and I spent maybe a little over $100. All right, so let's go delete. Okay, I'm going to select this for, let's go last 14 days. Okay, so we got 52 leads, and I spent $126.73, and from the looks of things, it's costing us $2.44 to make a lead. Now, when you first start off, guys, sometimes you know, this may be how you may see $3 or $4, again, depending on how much you're paying per click and your market itself. Now, within 30 days or in between 30 and 60 days, you should be able to things should only get better, because we're going to trim the fat. Whatever isn't working for us, or where we're losing money, we're going to eliminate that from our campaign. And wherever we're making money, we're only going to increase on it, or maintain it, or increase on it to make it better. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. House of Beautiful Hair. All right, we'll start off with ads. Okay, as you see here, I pretty much already started optimizing. What I usually do is I'll just click this conversion tab. Actually, no, I'll click CPA. That's cost per action. That's basically saying, it's letting us know how much it's costing us per lead. All right, notice each ad. Okay, so right here for this particular ad, when I seen that it was costing us $7.41 to make a lead. So we got 4 leads, and each lead cost us $7. We spent $29. So I just knew by default I needed to, from the jump start, I needed to pause this ad, which I did. Okay. And sometimes you can get enough data within your first 5 days, and you can start making necessary adjustments, or even quicker than that, depending on how much traffic you're getting. Okay, notice I waited till we got about 274 clicks. So if you got like 10 clicks or 20 clicks and you see you paid $7, that's not enough data. You want to wait till you get at least 50 clicks, all right, for each ad to really know how it's going to perform. Okay, so I paused this one. Okay, now right here 268, that's pretty good, but if you look under here, 248, 232, and if I keep going down, you'll see that it gets better. Okay, so 170 all the way down to, I think, like 165. So I knew I could pause this. Okay, and another thing you want to look at too is like your average cost per click. Okay, so I know for this ad, for what reason, we paid 15 cents. Here we paid 11 cents. Here we paid 11 cents. Yet we were still able to get leads cheaper. Never mind. That wasn't a good analogy. Okay, or example. So scrap that. But in some cases you'll see, like for instance, save this was like 9 cents. Sometimes you'll see your average cost per click is cheaper, but it's still costing you more to make a lead. So that's an indication that this ad isn't performing as good as it can, okay, or it's not performing as good as the other ads. So basically, just review all of this data, look at the click-through rate. All right, 10% here, 22% here. Okay, so this is a higher click-through rate, but it's still costing us more. So I like this click-through rate, but I don't like the $7. Okay, I think it's way too much. All right. And so I paused that. I paused this ad. I paused this ad, and I paused this ad as well. Even though these are good margins, not bad at $2 a lead. It's just we're getting them cheaper with these ads. So if you notice, I pretty much have these 4 ads still running. Okay, because I'm still testing these ads, even though this is looking like it's a winner because we got 19 leads and we paid 170, even though this is 165, but we only got 5 leads here. So I would like to get more data on this one to see if it's going to be better than this ad. Okay, but right now these 2 ads right here are looking like winners. I really like them. Okay, so I can't really pause these 2, but I was thinking about just continuing to run these for like another week or so. All right, I'll be comfortable when I get maybe 200 clicks here, 200 clicks here, already at 200 clicks here, and maybe 200 clicks here. Okay, so I could pause this ad and just let these 3 continue to run, but I don't want to be all over the top with this. So just pretty much look at this data, review it, and just make the best decision for your business. Okay, you want to the number one thing is to see how much you're paying, how much it's costing you to make a lead. Okay, and once you find your winning ad, your top 2 ads, or maybe you find that best performing ad, create another 1 or 2 ads to see if you can outdo it. All right, but if you're happy with how that one ad is working, then leave it as is. If it's not broke, don't fix it. All right, so just come over there and just pretty much analyze everything and make the best decision possible. Okay. Now, keywords. We want to follow a similar philosophy with keywords as we just did with our ads. But it's going to be a little bit more tedious since we're dealing with, we're looking at more data. Okay. I always like to start with CPA. Okay, because the goal here is to just as with the ads, okay, eliminate what's not working for us. Whatever is working for us, we want to make sure we maintain it, or scale it, meaning can we increase the performance. Sometimes you can do that by in the case of the ads, writing a similar ad but making a slight change, figuring out, okay, with this help me get a higher click rate. All right, and in terms of keywords, we can just increase our bid, which will help us get a higher ad position. Okay, so at keywords, we're going to see current bid, how much we spent, clicks, impressions. That's basically how many people seen it, but however, all of them, didn't click it. All right, so right here, 28,000 people seen this ad, and out that 28,000, 57 chose to click it. Okay, then we'll see click-through rate, which is pretty much just calculation. Sorry, I couldn't think of a word I was looking for. All right, they pretty much add everything up, go through a mathematical procedure, and they come up with this click-through rate. All right, average position. This is saying, okay, hey, for this keyword, your ads are on average showing up between 4 and 5. Okay, 4.54. So that's like either 4, maybe part of the day is showing up at 4, other part of the day is showing up at 5. All right. Average cost per click for this keyword, 15 cents. Okay, so we got 57 clicks, and it averaged out to about 15 cents per click. Now notice cost per action. We got one lead here, so we spent $8.68. It costs us $8.68. Now in this case, usually I would lower my bid. Now, and I think about 3 days ago I had it at maybe 25 cents, so I took it down to 20 cents. All right, because I see we got a lead from it. It's not it's not like it's 12 or 14 or $15. In that case, I would probably come over here and pause it. 57 clicks, it's probably not going to be a good performing keyword for us. All right, so right here, 488, and this, notice this says below the first page, so it's showing up on the second page for me here. Usually if your ads show up on the second page, your conversions are going to be lower, all right, than it would be on the first page. Okay, so in this case, I could increase my bid to see if I can get the show up on the first page, or I can just leave it as is, let everything go for another week or so to see if it's going to be worthwhile for my business. If not, I could just pause it. All right, so in this case, I'm going to just choose to leave it as is for maybe another week, or actually I'll go ahead and increase this I'm going to increase it to 30, and let's see if it's going to show up on the first page, because that's a really good keyword. Now I kind of want to explore it to see if it's going to be worthwhile. Now if it still say below the first page after I increased it to 30 cents, I might take it up to 40 cents. Okay, and it did, so we're on the first page. If I took it, say if it's still set below the first page and I took it up to 30 cents, I would probably try 40 cents. All right, but if it still said that, okay, I'll put it back to 20 cents and just let things ride out, or pause it, because we don't want to overspend. That's very important. All right, no matter how good the keyword may be. Maybe you can overspend maybe a day or two just to see if it's going to get you a higher click-through rate, which could help you get a lower cost per click. All right, so and we just want to do the same thing, just look at each keyword. Now since I'm explaining this, it may seem like it'll take forever. It really doesn't. All right, when you just hop in here and you're comfortable, you can really go through everything that I just went through probably in about 10 to 15 minutes, if that. Okay, and maybe you want to do this maybe 3 times a week once your campaign is performing well. All right, in the beginning you want to hop in here, make sure everything, keep optimizing, keep improving, and just doing everything that I'm doing. Okay, everything else is pretty much looking good. Okay, $3, that can improve. 283, let's just let that run a little further because we only got like 19 clicks, 18 clicks. I usually like to go about 30 clicks, and then I should know if a keyword is going to be worthwhile. All right, In most cases, okay. So right here, everything else is looking good. 173, $1. My sweet spot would be in between 70 cents and maybe $1.50. That's my ultimate goal in terms of how much I want to pay per lead. It may take me 60 days before I can get it there, but eventually that's what I would like to see. All right, now right here, 4 leads, 40 cents. That's amazing. And notice this is my main keyword, House of Beautiful Hair. So that's why it's always very important to try to make your ads relevant and try to have your website relevant to your market. All right, because you're going to have super high conversions on those keywords. All right, although we are branching out to stuff like Jet Magazine, which is really not relevant to my website, but we still were able to get affordable conversions, 31 cents. All right, so Essence hair extensions. Real quick. And sometimes, guys, some keywords, they're just not going to perform well. All right. So to find those keywords, you just want to click clicks, and it's going to prioritize everything from the most clicks to the keywords with the least amount of clicks. And in that instant, sometimes you'll see, let's say, 30 clicks and you'll see 0 conversions. All right. Like right here, 55 clicks, 0 conversions for the keyword beauty supply. Notice I'll just pause that because chances are it's not going to perform well for us. Okay, we spent $7 there, so we're saving money already. All right, so and just do the same thing for all of your keywords. All right, if you see they're not sending you conversions and they have at least 20 clicks or more or 30 clicks or more, you probably want to pause it. All right, now right here, 26 clicks, salon hair. Spent $3.37. I might let this ride for another day or two to see what happens. All right, and just pretty much you just want to follow this procedure. All right, that's how you optimize your campaign. Now, notice that I know you're probably wondering, all right, how do Bing find out if you're getting leads? All right, so we did associate our website when we created our ad with this account. And that just reminded me I need to hop back over the ad so I can actually show you the ads I wrote. But in terms of you want to write good ads so you can get a lot of attention and a lot of clicks and things like that. But as I was saying, you may be wondering how can Bing tell if people are entering leads, if they're completing our form on our main website. So to do that, we need to attach some tracking code to our website to whatever page we want to count as a conversion. All right, so for instance, if somebody go to our homepage, they enter their first their name and their email address. All right, when they do that, they should be led to your thank you page or maybe your buy now page. All right, that's going to be your the page where you want to track conversions. All right, so in this case we want to click tools, and if you have like a advanced funnel, sometimes people have that first page, then they'll have like a sequence where people watch a video and then they go over to another page where they watch a second video, and it's basically a sales funnel where they get to the 4th or 5th page, and that's when they'll actually buy, make a purchase. In some cases, it might be better. You might be better off to track that page. I always like to just track opt-ins. Okay, did the lead, did this keyword causing people to complete the first page? All right, and not necessarily did this person sign up in my opportunity or did they buy my product? Because when you're collecting leads, chances are you're going to follow up through email, and a lot of times people will they want to make a decision to join you, when they go to your website, but they might join you after they see about 2, 3, or 4 of your emails. All right, so I tend to just track. I just only want to track leads, not necessarily did this person buy my product or join me in business. All right, so basically to get the code, you want to again click tools. You'll be led to this page, and then you're going to see performance analysis tools. Click campaign analytics. All right, and then you want to click create goal. All right, goal 5, just name this the name of your campaign, House of Beautiful Hair. All right, I'll just put testing. All right, and add step. Now this is where you would do the, like if you had that funnel where they opt in, they see a video, then they go to your second page, watch a video, or your third page, and then they go to the fourth or the fifth page, and that's when they eventually buy. If you wanted to track each step, which I do recommend you do if you have one of those campaigns set up, here's where you would set that up. And notice there's a question mark right here. If you click that, it'll let you know what this is in more detail, and usually there will be a link here where you could click where you can get even further detail, but they may explain enough right here for you to really grasp everything. So use those to your advantage as well. All right, so I don't have a campaign like that. Mine's just okay, they opt in, go to the thank you page, and then they have a chance to join the company. Then I follow up through email. So excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and leave that as is. Now right here, if you want to track revenue, constant value, maybe you know that each lead that you generate is worth $2 to your business. If you know those numbers, just click constant and put $2 right here. I don't know if you can put like the dollar sign there. It may just need to be like this, but I usually don't track that, so I'll just leave it as none. And then 7 days. Okay, how long do you want to track your conversions? All right, so somebody go to your website today, say they don't opt in and join your list right away, but what if they happen to see your ad on like Twitter, or they just came across, or they just decided to go back to your website, they just typed in www. whatever mywebsite.com. all right, 7 days later, Bing would let you know that okay, they would still track it as a conversion. Okay, you can take it up to 45 days. I usually keep it at 7 because somebody might, if you're out doing other advertisements like Facebook or Twitter, somebody might see you on Twitter or Facebook 7 days later and opt in. So technically, even though Bing initiated that lead came in from Twitter as well. So I'll keep it at 7 days, and just leave it as is. Once you do that, click save and generate code. All right, and then you want to just highlight it, copy it, and then you want to take it over to your page. Now I'm using a plugin called Creative Clan Script. I think that's what it's called, and let me just make sure. If you're using WordPress, you just want to go add new and then just type in this plugin that I'm getting ready to show you. And I'm going to show you where you want to put it at on lead pages as well. All right. I'm new to lead pages, so I you might have to do your own due diligence, but I'm going to lead you in the right direction because I actually got to set my lead pages campaign up. So Creative Cleanse Embed Script. All right, that's the plugin. Just click add new, go to the search bar and find it, activate it, and you're good to go. It's going to install everything automatically. All right, so let's go to all pages. I want to go to the page where I want to track, which is going to be my thank you page. All right, so here go my thank you page. Edit. All right, and yes, my computer desktop is going a lot faster. Okay, comparison to the other video I made, it was going super slow. So you would just basically paste it in here. All right, make sure you put it in the bottom. Scripts to be inserted at the bottom. All right. And once you do that, just click update it, and update, and you're pretty much good to go. Okay. Now real quickly, let's go back over to ads, and I actually need to delete that. I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not going to do ads. Well, yeah, I will. Let's go to campaigns. All right. Okay, let's see, and let's click ads, and okay, so now let me see what's a good one. Let's just look at click-through rate. Oh, that was already okay. There we go. Okay, so this had the highest click-through rate right here. I got start your 100% virgin hair business, opportunity to earn commission. So usually what I like to do with ads, guys, is I like to put myself in the position of the prospect. All right, what would they be looking for? What would grab their attention? All right, what's their motive for going to Bing and typing in this keyword phrase anywhere, right? And sometimes I think about what I do when I'm actually looking for a product. If I want to buy a pair of gym shoes, I want to find, excuse me, if I go to, let's say, like Amazon, I want to make sure I'm finding a pair of gym shoes that I can't get at the mall, and I want to make sure I'm finding a pair of gym shoes that's going to be a good price point, right? I don't want to spend way too much. So I'm looking for, I guess, something unique, all right? Because otherwise I could probably go to the mall. But I'm also looking to save time too. So you kind of want to look at all of these different factors, I guess. And when you're making your ad, try to hit on these different factors, all right? So if someone shop online, they're probably doing it because of the convenience. So you could put something like Michael Jordan gym shoes right here, best price, save time on shopping, or order your Michael Jordan shoes in 30 seconds. I mean, I know that's not true, but I'm just trying to give you an example. So but you know, something along those lines, all right? You want to grab that person's attention. You want that ad to resonate with them. However, you don't want to get away from telling the truth. We have to have integrity. You know, we don't want to lie about things. I know that's obvious, but I just felt the need to say that. So, you know, just be creative, all right? Think about different things that prospect would, you know, that they're looking for. Why would they type in this keyword phrase in the first place? So I got 100% virgin hair here. Then I have opportunity to earn commissions. I know that a lot of people, they're looking to buy Remy hair. They're looking for the best deal. They want to find the best quality. They're probably not thinking about earning commissions, even though I'm advertising for some keywords like wholesale Remy hair. How do I sell Remy hair? So this right here, opportunity to earn earn commissions, is going to resonate with that particular prospect on a high level. All right, it's probably going to connect with them instantly and draw curiosity. All right. Start weed business and earn income online, opportunity of a lifetime. That's one of those phrases or one of those attention grabbing phrases, all right? Something that's going to pique curiosity. Now right here is something where I'm touching up on a product, you know, weave business, all right? House of Beautiful Hair, all right? Now in some of my titles I have like start human hair business, all right? That's just instantly going to probably grab someone's attention in comparison to the House of Beautiful Hair. But for people that's typing the House of Beautiful Hair itself, this will probably have a higher click-through rate for those keywords. While if somebody typing like sell human hair, this will probably have a higher click-through rate for those keywords. So you can get more advanced and make what we call ad groups. I'm not going to go into that now. I have to actually, I'm late for my conference. I don't know if you can sense my sense of urgency, but you know, excuse me for that. But basically, do your due diligence. Reach out to your ad rep when you set up this campaign with Bing ads. You can also go to YouTube, all right, and type in like pay-per-click tips, how to write good ads, or how to get cheap clicks on Bing and Yahoo, or even Google AdWords if you choose to set up a campaign like that. Now the ebook that I wanted to recommend, all right, and you don't have to get this now, but I do eventually recommend that you get this, especially if you start advertising on Google. When I first read this ebook, I said, wow, this is going to help me get a big house build on, I mean, it's going to really take my business to the next level. When I read this like last summer, I said, wow, oh my gosh. And I mean, it's been working amazingly well. I'm so thankful for this ebook. But it's called Simple PPC. All right, so just type in Simple PPC and then type in Warrior Forum, because I purchased this book from a forum called the Warrior Forum, which is an internet marketing forum, and you can also sign up to here, and it's just a good platform to learn internet marketing stuff and network with other internet marketers. So it's not showing up. Is this it? You might want to do a Google search. Usually it show up on Google. All right, so I think that's lead pages. All right, so well, basically just go to Google, type in simple PPC, and it basically should be the first listing. But let me go ahead and show you and then I need to show you where to put the tracking at on lead pages. Come on, come. Anyway, computer crashing and acting weird now. Okay, there we go. Simple PPC warrior form. There we go. Oh, it's actually pretty simple PPC. All right, get AdWords traffic for 90% less. You can take this same philosophy and apply it to Bing ads, although it's more effective on Google AdWords because this ebook was written for that platform. But you know, I apply these same strategies to Bing ads, and they help us get cheaper clicks. All right, I didn't do it for this particular campaign, but I do it for other, you know, when those markets where I got to put where the clicks are usually $1 or $2. Oh yeah, I definitely take the time out and go through this process. It's a little bit longer, but it's going to be well worth it over the long haul. Now, real quickly, lead pages. All right, where are we at? Basically, you want to come over here. I'm just going to go use this template. Yes, count me in. And let's see. Okay. You want to do this on your what I'm getting ready to show you is going to be on like the first page, but you want to look for this particular section on your thank you page, all right, or whatever page you want to track. Okay, and reach out to you know, send it a support ticket if you don't figure it out, because you know, I only set this up one time and I don't remember exactly what I did but I know it was straightforward. But if you run into a challenge, just reach out to your send in the support ticket. But you basically want to click tracking code, which I just clicked, and click OK. Actually, what happened? Tracking code. Okay, there we go. And you want to put it in the body tag, all right? That code that we copy from Bing. Click OK. And remember, do this on your thank you page, all right? So that's about it. I gotta go. Really late for this conference. So, and that's not a good thing, but wanted to make sure I provided you guys as much value as I possibly could. Okay, now this is going to be a process, all right? It's not something you're going to just become extremely comfortable with overnight. But I know a lot of you superstars out there, you probably seeing this and saying this is a piece of cake. Why haven't I been doing stuff like this for my business? All right, it's a luxury, you know. It's nothing like knowing that, like if you're a network marketer, or you know, if you join the company, you're trying to figure out how you're going to get exposure, or if you have any business for that matter. It's nothing like doing this overnight, guys. The next day you can start generating leads for your business. Within that first 30 days, you should be doing extremely well if your campaign is successful. Okay, so don't let it intimidate you, or it may seem a bit overwhelming, but you know, once you do this a couple of times, you'll be good to go. I mean, it's a luxury. I actually look forward sometimes to starting a new campaign just so I can go through the process of start sending traffic, and I just really love this type of stuff. All right, so thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in video number 3, and looking forward to teaching you some Facebook and Twitter stuff. All right, bye bye.